Just letting you know, you're wasting your time. I'm not telling you anything. I think you know who took your husband's life, Miss McCall. And I don't think any woman would have been capable of carrying out this crime. Excuse me? Come on now. You mean to tell me that a skinny little lady such as yourself was able to overpower a 250-pound man, smother him with a pillow, then drag his body to the trunk of her car, drive to a remote location, dig a ditch, and put his body in it? All by yourself? No woman could do that. Well, you're clearly underestimating the power of a woman. Because hypothetically, if I committed that crime, I would have been very capable as a woman to do so. First, I would have started off by putting a little something in my husband's nighttime tea. And then once I saw he was knocked out, I would have hypothetically put the pillow over his face as I watched the life leave his body. And you're right, I wouldn't have been able to move his dead weight alone, which is why I would have called my 3 girlfriends to come over and we would have all moved his body to the trunk of my car together. And then I would have drove us to the remote location in Paramount Park where we would have got out and all dug that 6-foot ditch before dragging his body out of my trunk and throwing him in the ditch. Yes, a woman would have been fully capable of committing this crime. Well, even if that were true, I don't think a woman will be able to get away with murder more than once. The fact that you don't think that I could have committed murder more than once because I'm a woman is insulting. Does the name Fernando Wilson ring a bell? I'm guessing you might have hypothetically committed that murder too. Fernando had a crush on me for a long time. So while my husband was out of town, I could have easily seduced him and lured him into my house. And then once he was in my house, I could have hypothetically slit his throat and then decapitated his body, chopping him up into pieces. And then I could have bagged up his limbs, cleaned up all the blood and the evidence, and then took a little trip to Vegas while scattering his body across the state lines. So the next time you want to underestimate a woman's ability to be cold and calculated, think twice. Excuse me, detective. I'm Mr. Woods, Miss McCall's lawyer, and you have no right to interview her without me being present. Besides, it's not like she's gonna tell you anything. Well, I think your client just confessed to 2 murders. You what? I didn't confess to anything. He said he didn't think a woman was capable of pulling off those 2 murders, and I just told him that hypothetically, if I wanted to commit those 2 murders, I would have been able to do so. Why would you do you want to hypothetically do life in jail? I told you not to say anything until I got here. So because I'm a woman, I'm not able to speak for myself? I have to wait for you, my male lawyer, to speak for me? You know what? You're fired. I don't need a lawyer. Sexist. Goodbye. I don't need you. I don't need you.